in the south of France continue to battle the country's largest wildfire in decades. The blaze continues to spread for a third day, though at a slower pace. Nearly 17,000 hectares have so far burned. One person has died and at least 13 others, including 11 firefighters, have been injured. On Tuesday, the French Prime Minister said the fire in the region of Aude was a catastrophe on an unprecedented scale. We can now go across to Carys Garland down in the south of France, who's covering the fires for us. Carys, good afternoon. Tell us about where exactly you are.
I'm standing on what remains of the property of Francis Bat. France 24 spoke to him a little earlier. He left this home on Tuesday afternoon when the fire arrived from the hills behind me. He told us that the flames arrived so quickly in a matter of minutes that he just managed to grab some of his animals, get in a car and leave. He's now staying with a friend, and now he's come back to assess the damage. He was hoping to be able to salvage something, but unfortunately behind me is the remains of the house, which he said he built with his parents, so has a lot of sentimental value. He said that he's lost a lot of furniture that he held very dearly to him. Not only that, but letters from his grandparents, of course. And then we have the remains of all of these Citroën vintage cars. He was very passionate about collecting these kinds of things, and it actually took him 30 years to get to the point where he was at in his collection. And it might just sound like any collection, but this is really a passion to Francis. He collected this, not only just the cars, but the manuals and everything that went along with it. And for him, it was about preserving the industrial heritage and the know-how of the past. Now, his story, of course, isn't the only one to be devastated by these fires here. Just behind this house, actually, is the home where a 65-year-old woman passed away. She went back to get her dog, but unfortunately, it was too late. And of course, it's not only them. There are 15 towns at least that have been affected by these fires. And I also spoke to some of those who were evacuated nearby, saying that they still are waiting to hear the news that they can go back to their homes, them too having just left with the clothes on their backs.
So, Carys, these fires clearly are taking a really personal toll on people who live in these towns. And where are we right now when it comes to containing these fires?
Well, firefighters were hoping to contain this blaze this Thursday. The fight is not over. We just heard a little earlier from authorities who spoke. The fire has now travelled across 17,000 hectares. That's huge, as we know. When we were talking about 16,000, we were already saying that this is an area larger than Paris, the city itself. So we can hear the water-bombing aircraft going to and fro. There's still smoke billowing on the horizon to my right, and behind me all the scorched remains of vineyards and other things like that. And for the firefighters there on the ground, they're still going to and fro. Different teams are taking over. A little earlier, France 24 saw one firefighter putting drops in his eyes after getting too much smoke from being on the front lines of this fire for 48 hours. So it's a fight that is ongoing, Delano, and the authorities here say that it's going to be several days before the fire can be put out entirely.
Indeed, I thought there were some 2,000 firefighters who are currently working to battle these blazes. Thank you very much for that, Carys.